What's going on, everyone? KJ here. Now, have to switch back to the voiceover reviews. My computer basically takes the video making process that I do and takes a process that would take about an hour to an hour and a half for me and winds up making it up to about 2.5 hours plus. I have an old computer now. I have to kind of downgrade a little bit for the time being. But yeah, so it's best if the less stress I put on it, the easier it is for me to make videos, and that way I don't have to constantly upload all these files to the computer, and it just relieves a lot of that stress and a lot of that time wasting that it would take and all that stuff. So, but anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Like I said, the face cam will return soon. Just for right now, I'm going back to my roots. Anyway. This, of course, as evidenced by the pic in this video, I will be doing a double chapter review for the One Piece manga. I will be taking a look at chapters 923 and 924. So starting off, we have chapter 923 titled Emperor Kaido versus Luffy. So this chapter was pretty crazy. We found out that Speed and O-Tama ran into Kaido earlier, meaning O-Tama might be in danger. Ouch. With that, Luffy decides to take on Kaido now, unleashing a bunch of attacks, including Gear 4 ones, on the strongest creature in the world, which did look awesome. However, Kaido hits Luffy with one attack with his Spike Club, knocking Luffy out of Gear 4 completely, which was pretty insane. While I don't think this gives us an actual, well, it gives us a certain degree of power scaling, like I would say a glimpse, which was great, but again, not a full-blown type of thing. We don't know exactly how powerful he is, but we do know he's, of course, way stronger than Luffy. No doubt about that. Now, to be honest, I know that Luffy attacking Kaido wasn't a good idea, but of course, I didn't really know it was gonna. I felt like, okay, let's just see what happens. He's gonna attack him, so I don't know. I just went with it, really. But for me, to be honest, there were matters more pressing at hand, like checking the statuses of the crewmates and everyone else who was at the ruins of Odin Castle, as well as O-Tama, and making sure Kinemon's plan comes into fruition. But due to Luffy's impulsivity, he has now exposed himself to Kaido and his forces, which can make it harder for Kinemon's plan to work. And with the aftermath of this chapter, how will Luffy manage to escape? Will Law be forced to expose himself too, or will he be able to get Luffy out of there with little to no problems? These are questions I hope can be answered soon. So rating-wise, I gave this chapter a 4 out of 5. Moving on to chapter 924, titled Ha, which has to do with acts and plays and everything, which was actually kind of interesting. This was actually a really good chapter. The Seastone Nail was really interesting to me, and it's crazy that Wano craftsmen, it originated from Wano, and that Wano craftsmen were able to make it so small. That's just genius. I also liked that while Luffy was beaten by Kaido, he didn't back down, even giving us a great moment of him knocking out a bunch of Kaido's men with Conquerors or Shoku Haki. We also find out that Odin and Kid have Shoku or Conqueror's Haki as well, which is a very cool fact to know. While I'm relieved that the crew survived Kaido's attack, what interests me more is how. Apparently, Shinobu has a devil fruit called the Juku no Mi, or the Mature fruit, or other names that I've heard. It depends on the translation and stuff, but with the place I read it, Jaimini's box, it's Mature fruit. So, or Juku no Mi, which allows her to basically mature things or make them rot, which is really awesome. And I'm actually interested in seeing what else she'll use her powers for down the line, because imagine she uses it against a human or something, and she completely just turns him to dust. That would be insane. I'm also relieved that O-Tama was saved, and it was cool to see Duke Inuyarashi again. Definitely enjoyed that. And we also got some funny reactions from Franky, Usopp, Robin, and Zoro regarding Luffy, which is pretty nice. But actually, I actually missed something in my notes here. Wanted to go back about the Seastone Nail. So actually, Law got hit with a Seastone Nail by Basil Hawkins, yet he still managed to escape. Now, I don't know if maybe I glossed over something, or if I did, definitely let me know, but I really want to know how he was able to escape that, because, of course, with Seastone, it renders you, your Devil Fruit power is useless if it's, if you're coming to contact with it. So it's it just confused the heck out of me, because 1 second he has a Seastone Nail in him, and then another second later he's in a forest. I'm like, what the heck happened? Was he able to use his Devil Fruit or something? I have no idea. But anyway, I'm hoping that is, I guess, showed to us how, of course, all that happened. But getting back to what I was talking about before. We also got to see the prison, and first off, I'm interested in who that mysterious prisoner is, as they're still alive from eating poisonous fish, and basically they have to remove the bones before they give it to this prisoner, unless, of course, what would happen in this chapter, the people are actually going to get hurt. So, but still, like I said, I'm just interested in finding out who this mysterious prisoner is, if we've met them before, and just how they relate, I guess, relate to the overall story. And I'm also definitely interested in how Luffy and Kid will interact with each other inside this prison, as they've gotten a couple interactions in already at this chapter, but I mean more interactions. as well as if we'll finally, and I mean finally, get more info about Kid's Devil Fruit, like the name, for example. Like, I remember seeing in Salvati Archipelago, and like, I love that Devil Fruit, like the whole thing with magnetism, like that's awesome. So I'm hoping that if they do manage to escape, whenever that will be, and they probably will, like obviously that's probably what's going to happen, hoping that we get some more information on Kid's Devil Fruit, because we got information on Basil Hawkins' Devil Fruit. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it was really cool. So I'm hoping that we get this, that the same applies to Kids. But overall, like I didn't say this before, but it was just a great chapter. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to what's going to happen next. Rating wise, I gave it a 5 out of 5. But that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on both of these chapters in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And be sure to hit the notification bell so notify all my uploads. But until next time, I'll see y'all later.